Was Kevin Hart in a car crash leaving him paralyzed and with permanent injuries to his vocal cords? No, that's not true. While the actor and comedian was involved in a pretty serious car crash over the weekend, the story about the paralysis and vocal cord injuries was made up by a website with a history of inventing fake stories about various celebrities under the guise of satire. The story originated from an article published by LFR Solutions on September 2, 2019 titled "Kevin Hart Paralyzed After Car Accident Permanently Injures Vocal Cords," which opened, quote, "Early Sunday morning, Kevin Hart and 2 other passengers were involved in a major car wreck on Mulholland Highway, which left passengers injured and Kevin Hart paralyzed." According to medical sources at UCLA Medical Center, the comedian suffered trauma to the nerves in his spine and throat which have left him paralyzed from the neck down. In addition to being diagnosed with quadriplegia, he also suffered trauma in his neck, causing irreversible damage to his larynx, leaving both vocal cords paralyzed. End quote. Users on social media only saw this title, description and thumbnail. Quote, "Kevin Hart paralyzed after car accident permanently injures vocal cords." Early Sunday morning, Kevin Hart and 2 other passengers were involved in a major car wreck on Mulholland Highway, which left passengers injured and Kevin Hart paralyzed. According to medical sources at UCLA Medical Center, the comedian suffered trauma to the nerves in his spine and throat which have left him paralyzed from the neck. End quote. As TMZ reported, Hart was indeed involved in a car crash. Quote, "Kevin Hart's car goes off-road in nasty accident, 2 passengers trapped." TMZ.com. One of Kevin Hart's classic muscle cars ended up in a ditch in the Malibu Hills after veering off the road, leaving 2 people trapped in the vehicle, TMZ has learned. Play video content. The accident happened just before 1 a.m. Sunday on the winding and treacherous Mulholland Highway. End quote. However, they also reported Hart got out of the vehicle by himself, which would be hard to do if he was paralyzed. Quote, "Cops have confirmed the vehicle belongs to Kevin, but they tell us he was not driving at the time of the accident. There were 2 other people were in the car, including the driver, and cops say Kevin and the driver both suffered major back injuries. The third person is a woman who did not require hospital treatment. Police say the driver had not been drinking. Kevin was first out of the vehicle and according to a witness, a member of his security team showed up in an SUV and picked him up. Kevin lives nearby and cops say he went home to get medical attention. He was eventually treated at a hospital." End quote. The site LFR Solutions that started the hoax about the paralysis comes with a disclaimer at the bottom of every page that reads, quote, "The stories posted on lfrsolutions.com are for entertainment purposes only. The stories may mimic articles found in the headlines, but rest assured they are purely satirical." End quote. However, that disclaimer is between 4 and 5 pixels tall, so it is hardly legible on most screens. To us that indicates deception is going on, so in accordance with our satire policy we rate this story false. And not funny and in bad taste too. We wrote about lfrsolutions.com before, here are our most recent articles that mention the site. Fake news, no salmonella outbreak across Georgia, not linked to Popeye's chicken sandwich. Fake news, Lil Nas X did not get dropped from Wrangler endorsement after coming out the closet. Fake news, R&B legend Cisco not given 6 months to live, not diagnosed with advanced lupus. Fake news, WWE legend Ric Flair not declared brain dead. Fake news, Caitlyn Jenner not pissed, none of her kids wished her a happy Mother's Day.